Let's get back to simpler time, back when the living was good.
Hey, what's up guys? Hoss here. So for Christmas last year I made all the guys in my family tool totes, wooden tool totes, because you know I'm always carrying tools from the shed to the house and back and forth and back and forth, and I said, man, you know, it should be nice to have like a little wooden tote or something I can throw them in, carry them to the house, use them, and bring them back. Well, I made them for everybody else, but I didn't make one for myself. So I think today is the day. Today Uncle Hoss gets his own Uncle Hoss tool tote. So alright, let me well, I'll give you a rough idea. I built one, a really junky one for my chainsaw stuff. Don't laugh when you see this, guys. Look at that beauty. The sides on it are all warped. I just used the junkiest wood I could find and threw it together real quick, and yeah. We're going to make one a little bit nicer today. Not as nice as the one I made for my family, but it's going to get the job done and it's going to make me happy. So let me get things fired up here and we'll get this sucker put together. Alright y'all, so for the bottom of this thing I'm going to be using a just a pine 1x8, and then for the sides I'm going to use, it was like a, well, it was live edge. I dug it out of the rafters up there, but I trimmed it down to 4.5 inches. But I'm gonna cut the bottom to 20 inches, and then we'll cut our end boards, and we'll get the sides cut, and then we'll move on from there. All right, guys. So we got our sideboards cut, bottom cut. Now we're going to cut our end boards, and what I have kind of found that I like is to keep the thing taller. So what I'm going to do is cut my end boards at 12 inches tall. So by the time it's put on the nailed to the bottom there, it'll be about 12.5, 12 3/4 tall. So, all right. So one thing you'll notice, you see on my chainsaw toolbox there, is I keep the top flat. You know, you see a lot of people making these, and they bring it up to a point. But I like to keep it flat like that. That way, you know, theoretically I could make multiple of these things, make them all a standard you know, length and everything, and with a flat top like that I can stack them on top of each other, which is really nice. So let me get these end boards cut, and then we'll work on drilling the hole for the handle, and yeah, maybe putting a little bit of decoration to it. Then we can throw this thing together and it'll be done, guys. Hang tight. For our handle, I'm using this dowel rod here. It's about I think it's about 1.5 inches across there. So I brought my the center of my hole down to 1.25 inches, and then brought it over to the middle of the board here, which is 3 5/8 on this board. So got those. marked on the sides there where we can start our decoration. I haven't quite figured out how I want to do that yet, so let's get these drilled, then we can worry about making this thing, adding a little decoration to it. Then we'll tack it together and be good to go. Alright y'all, so we got our holes drilled there for the handle. And I think for the decoration I'll probably just do what I did on the ones I made for the folks at Christmas. I got a piece of 4-inch PVC here, and I put a mark on each side of it, and then I'll line a mark up on my bottom. I'll line one of those marks up on the bottom line, then line the other one up with the edge of the board up here, and then I can just trace that out. And we can go in and cut that out of there. That's what our ends are going to look like. This part will go away, and we'll be left with the rest of it there. Now when you're using something like this to you know, make a circle like that, make sure, especially if you don't know that these marks are exactly in the center, just mark which side is going to be your inside piece. That way you don't end up with with lopsided areas right there, because if for some reason this side is bigger than this side, you know, you might have one of these cut out nice and deep and the other one cut out real shallow, and it'll look funny. So alright, let me get these over here. We'll get these cut out, then we're ready to put this thing together, y'all. Alright guys, there's our little detail there. Just that little something's gonna make it look a whole lot better. Now we're down to assembly. Now, a good carpenter would probably use dovetails and stuff like that to put this thing together. I don't know how to do dovetails, so I'm gonna stick with brad nails and wood glue. So let's get this thing put together, and we'll get the handle on there and she'll be done. Alright, all we got to do now is the handle. I generally let my handle stick out proud at the end there. Let me trim that little bit off, and then I'll show you how I finish up the handle. Alright, now, I don't glue my handles in. I like the idea of being able to remove them if need be. So, what I do is I drill a hole through each end and stick a nail down through there to keep it from sliding out this way or that way. And I can take the handle out if I want to, or I can, you know, it's in there and it's secure. So Let me mark these holes and I'll show you how I do that. Alright, so what I did, I marked right up against the wood on each side. And I'll drill my holes so that mark is the halfway point. That way when I run, I use these masonry nails for putting these handles on. It looks cool, and I think they're tapered, so it makes it, you can get a pretty good tight fit there. So let me drill these holes on this handle, and then we'll be done, and you can see everything. Alright guys, so I got my holes drilled, got my masonry nails, slip them down into the hole there. Do the same on the other side. That handle ain't going nowhere. So that's it guys, in all its glory and splendor. That's our tool tote. Get you a little closer look there. And that nail's in there pretty good. I can't, since I drilled the hole just with the center of the hole right there at the edge of the wood, I actually have to bend this side just a hair in order to get that nail to come out of there. So that's it guys, that's the Uncle Hoss tool tote. If I had a maker's mark I'd put it on there, but I don't haven't come up with anything yet. Maybe I'll just put my initials on the bottom and call it good. Now I've got one I can use around the house here, and yeah, so there you go. Well, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. We'll catch you on the next video, and remember, guys, get out and do something.
Hi, thanks for watching.